I'm Abdulaziz Musa Radua, representing Katsina Central. I'm the chairman, Senate Committee on Army. And
Madam, sit down, introduce yourself.
Sit down now, stand. And on my right is the
Let us hear our
clerk.
voice.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
Good afternoon, Chairman and distinguished
Madam,
senators.
I can't hear you, but I can't.
Good afternoon, Chairman and distinguished senators. My name is Lady Nonya Uzode, Clerk, Senate Committee on Army. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Lady Nonya. So on side here we have.
Switch it on.
Senator,
Okay. Osita Ngwenugu West.
Senator Olajide Ikinjagba Emmanuel, representing Ondo North Senatorial District, members of the committee.
Muhammad Adamu Alero.
yes, sir.
Binos Yaro, Adamawa South, a member of the committee.
You have introduced me now.
Want to hear your voice?
Mohamed Ogoshiona, Nasarawa South.
Yes. Okay. Father, we are waiting for you.
Huh? The chairman. My name is Senator Adefada Hunsi.
My name is Abdul Ningi from Bauchi Central.
Ndume, member of your committee and also a member of the appropriation. Borno South.
Senator Saliu Mustafa, Kwara Central, member of the committee.
Mohamed Tahir Monguno, Borno North, vice chairman of the committee.
Adiola Solomon Olamilekon, Ogun West, chairman of the committee. Good afternoon. Yeah, distinguished colleague, once again is the chairman, Senate Committee on Army, who is here and ready to present the reports of his committee after his interaction with the his committee, his MDA. So he's here ready and ready to go. So, Senator Yadwa, if you are ready, we are ready. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Vice Chairman, my distinguished colleagues. Following the guidelines of the National Assembly on the passage of the 2026 Appropriation Bill, we had a joint committee meeting with the House of Representatives. We saw both the Nigerian Army and the Nigerian Army Training and Doctrine Command. They presented their budgets on Monday, 16th February 2026. Thereafter, the committees analyzed the situation of insecurity in Nigeria and the numerous challenges confronting the Nigerian Army. The Joint Committee discovered the need to have a radical approach towards the acquisition of modern equipment and the construction of residential accommodations for soldiers of the Nigerian Army who are due for rotation in most of the theater commands, operational areas. The committees unanimously resolved for an upward review of the budgetary allocation of the Nigerian Army in the year 2026. This is because the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has declared a state of emergency in Nigeria. And when we looked at the 2026 budget, we felt it will not reflect that state of emergency. We first appraised the 2025 budget. The personal emolument has been achieved up to 94.47%, while the overhead performance was 24.79%. The Nigerian Army proposal for 2026 for overhead cost is 111 billion 259 million 682,018 naira, as against, better give your own, as against the overhead cost that was given to them, 81 billion 905 million 650,221 naira, which brings us to a difference of 29 billion 354 million 31,797 naira. For the capital appropriation, the Nigerian Army was allocated 167 billion 766 million 627,712 naira. But due to the directives of Mr. President that more recruitment should be done, this year alone, the Nigerian Army is recruiting about 28,000 soldiers. So, based on that, their capital proposal is 902 billion 577 million 23,416 naira, which brings us to a shortfall of 734 billion that will be required, 810 million 395,704 naira. So in all, for 2026 budget, the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning also gave the Army 1 trillion 504 billion 251 million 69,721 naira, and the Army is proposing 2 trillion 268 billion 415 million 497,222 naira. As I explained before, there is massive recruitment that will take place, and as a result of the state of emergency being declared, there will be need for procurement of more equipment to be able to flush the bandits in the northwest, Boko Haram in the northeast, and other regions. The summary for your 2025-2026 budget for the Training and Doctrine Command is as follows. Their personnel cost is the same, while they are requesting more overhead to the tune of 4,973,068,832 naira 58 kobo. And this is as a result of the mass recruitment, training and retraining that will take place. And that's why the overhead cost shot to that. So there's a difference of 4,299,037,601 naira and 58 kobo. For the capital appropriation, they were allocated 9 billion 350 million 253,111 naira, and the TRADOC is requesting for 30 billion 1,150,000, which brings a shortfall of 16 billion 643,555 naira.
That's not 16 million.
16 million, sorry, correction.
It's not correct.
Yeah,
You have 9 billion, you're going to 30 billion. The difference is not 16 billion.
that's 30 billion.
You have to do that.
There's a typographic error there.
From 9 billion to 30.
The differential should be 21.
What is the
instead of
trade-off?
20. Chairman, your differential should be about 20 or 21 there. The typographic.
Are you ready? Are you done?
Yes, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
I want to
Continue,
just
continue, sir, so that we can quickly.
I will cross-check the figure, please. Now, these are the recommendations we are making. As a result of the challenges, we all know the general challenge of no release of funds, and we felt for the Nigerian army, by extension the armed forces and even the security agencies, it is very, very important for the release of funds. One, because we all know military operations are fluid in nature. Right now, something can happen and you need to move troops, you need to move equipment, supplies, and so on. If the funds are not there, are not released on time, then the bandits will have a field day. And that's why they are having a field day most of the time. So we are recommending that the federal government should review upward the budgetary allocation for the Nigerian Army and TRADOC in view of the declaration of state of emergency. This could be in form of a supplementary budget or otherwise. The federal government should also adopt front-loading for the 30% of the 2025 capital appropriation of the Nigerian Army and TRADOC to enable them commence very critical operations that they are undertaking as a result of the state of emergency. The federal government should employ strategic funding of the Nigerian Army in future and TRADOC to enable them to meet their operational requirements in line with the declaration of the state of emergency. The government should also place the Nigerian Army budget, by extension the armed forces, other security agencies and intelligence community, on first-line charge. I think this is very, very important, because this will bring the end of this envelope budget for armed forces and security agencies. Because these are very, very, without security, nothing can take place, no development. So it is very important, just like other agencies are placed on first-line charge, it is important to place the Nigerian Army, the armed forces, on first-line charge. I want to thank Mr. Chairman, my distinguished colleagues,